So please close your eyes and find a comfortable seated position. I'm sitting up on a pair of yoga blocks, but maybe you just want to sit up on a rolled up blanket or a pillow or whatever you have handy. The act of elevating the sits bones helps us sit up a little bit higher and find more length in the spine. Whatever it is that you're sitting on, perch yourself towards the front edge of it so that your sits bones are just sort of right there at the front. And this will help you tip the pelvis slightly forward, which when we sit on the ground typically is hard to do. And then we can think of the hips and the pelvis as this radical root system that anchors us down. And the spine grows like a vine up out of that. So feel a lift through the crown of your head and a broadening of your shoulders. And with the eyes closed, let this U-turn to yourself occur, this shifting back to you. And we never, of course, really leave ourselves, but our lived experience might be that we spend so much time managing the external world that we forget what it's like to occupy ourselves. So let these moments of breathing and centering at the beginning of your practice be a return home. And whatever it is that you find as you occupy yourself, maybe there's some impatience or some anxiety or some anger or some fear, let it be there. And you might even say to yourself, this too belongs. This too belongs here. And then we'll begin our practice with the sound of Om together 3 times. So I invite you, if it feels authentic to you, to bring your hands into prayer at the center of your heart. Anjali Mudra. And even if it maybe feels weird to sing Om by yourself, not in a studio or wherever you are, I invite you to just at least hum to yourself, so you're making the of the sound of Om. So you're still getting that opportunity to link breath and sound and vibration. Take a deep, full breath into your body. And a complete breath out. And then inhale for Om. Take another full breath in. And as you exhale, release your hands back down to your thighs. And then with your next inhale, gently let the light of the day back in. Thank you again all so much for being here. Radical beings. Please make your way to tabletop pose, all fours. And a couple of things before we get started. You may have noticed that it says that the video is being recorded. I just want to reassure you that you are not being recorded. I am being recorded and you will not be seen. So I just wanted to let you know that. We're just collecting a few recordings of classes for the studio so that we can have some on hand. And if you have any concerns about that, please reach out to me. And secondly, that I'm going to start some music. So if it sounds weird or becomes distracting to your practice, please let me know. So make your way to hands and knees. Stack your wrists beneath your shoulders, your knees beneath your hips. And I would call intuitive movement. I sometimes call these spinal circles. So you might have some cats and cows in there, maybe something else. How's the volume? Is it okay? Can you guys hear the music? Great. Okay, if it becomes weird, just let me know. So again, you might find cat and cow. So inhaling to lift the tailbone and gaze forward. Exhaling to round your heart up towards the sky. But when we do spinal scribbles, there's sort of some intuitive something at the beginning of practice. It really means just exploring. So you don't have to look what I'm doing or anyone else. You just start to feel into what the body needs. That means you might wag your tail from side to side, or roll your head or neck, and you drop your hips from left to right. And this is the process of starting to get in touch with the body, which is, I think, a nice way to begin the practice. So we're not immediately coming into a scripted movement. We're letting ourselves, I think of it like checking the weather. Like, oh, how are things today? Oh, how's my hip? How's my head? And then as you're ready, come to center, tuck your toes under. Press your palms really firmly into the floor, especially pull your finger pads down and root down through your index finger and thumb. Then press your palms down and forward, glide your hips back towards your heels. Shift weight into your feet, cover the knees, stick your butt up, and then start to stretch through your arms and your legs into downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha. In downward facing dog, press your palms down into the floor and slightly away from you. Reach heavily and deeply through your arms. Get the sides of your torso to be longer. Maybe take a little bend in your knees and glide your thighs up. And then let your heels get heavy. It doesn't mean that they'll touch the floor, but we're not lifting up onto the balls of the feet here. And lift the arches, maybe even lift it for the toes as you root your thigh bones back. Take a deep full breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale to come down to the balls of the feet. Squeeze your thighs and then pull your pubic bone forward towards your sternum as you round forward to a high plank. And as you exhale, gently lower your knees, your chest, and your chin to the floor. Keep your hips high. Untuck your toes. Inhale, glide forward and up to a little baby cobra. Press the tops of your feet down and pick your hands up. Your palms bridge off of the mat. Charge your thighs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Ground your palms. Tuck your toes. Press your seat towards your heels and lift up, downward facing dog. Deep full breath in. Deep breath out. Again, inhale high up onto the balls of the feet. Pull yourself forward to a rounded high plank, puffing up through the back of your head. And as you exhale, lower knees, chest, and chin. Untuck your toes, inhale, rise, cobra pose. This time, reach your fingertips back towards your toes. Press to the tops of the feet and your pubic bone. Let your gaze be soft. Clear out in front of you. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Exhale, ground your palms. Tuck your toes, slide your hips back, and lift to downward facing dog. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Breath in. and a full breath out. Slowly begin to walk your feet forward to meet your hands for Uttanasana, standing forward fold. You might grab blocks for beneath your hands if you have them, or bring your hands down to the floor. If you don't have blocks, if your hands don't reach the floor, you might bring your hands to your shin bones. Step your feet to their hip width apart or maybe a little bit wider. Lift and spread your toes, and then hug your inner thighs to the midline. Take an inhale to halfway lift as you glide your hips back and root your thigh bones back. And then as you exhale, fold over your legs. Again, like that, inhale, halfway lift. Elongate your whole torso. Exhale and fold. One more time, inhale, reach your heart forward and your butt back. Exhale and bow over your legs. Sitting here, Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Let your leg bones really drop down into the earth, creating evenness through the soles of your feet. So notice where the weight is in your feet. Notice where there might be an imbalance, and then bring more balance there. If you'd like to bring some intuitive movement into your forward fold, you might do that here as well. Maybe bending one knee deeply. Pulling back. Pulling the opposite hip back. And then switching sides, bending the other knee, drawing that hip. With your next inhale, come back to center, halfway lift. And as you exhale, step your left leg back. Walk your fingertips behind with your right foot, little lunge. Feel free to have blocks underneath your hands if you have them. If you don't have them, no problem, fingertips to the floor. Also a good option. And frame your front foot with your blocks. Then sink your right knee forward as you root your left heel back. And then magnetize your legs towards one another. So left foot comes forward, right foot draws back. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Good. Slowly start to lower your left knee to the floor. Feel free to use a blanket or a towel there and tuck your left toes. Ground your left palm. Again, you can use a block or choose not to use a block, and you might kind of step your left palm even off of your yoga mat. And then with your next exhale, reach your right fingertips up towards the sky. So find a revolution in the thoracic spine. You can sink your hips forward so your right sits bone is drawing towards your right heel. And then option to bend your left knee and hook your right hand around your left toes. And then maybe give yourself a little bit of a quad stretch here as well, pulling left heel to left outer hip. Keep spiraling your left rib cage up towards your right. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Gently release your left foot down. Bring your right fingertips to the floor. Tuck your left toes under, pick up your left knee. Inhale, step forward, halfway lift. Exhale, right leg goes back, low lunge. Again, fingertips are blocks on either side of the left foot. Unless a wider stance feels better to you, then you can have your left foot to the outer edge of your mat. Left heel draws forward, your left knee draws forward, right heel pulls back. This will help you charge your right thigh. Then magnetize your feet towards one another so both legs become really, really strong and powerful. Anchor your left foot into the floor like it's growing roots. And then allow whatever emerges to emerge. See what arises. Don't impose your own story or idea, perhaps right now, of what it should be like. Allow yourself to be part of the observation. Take one more full breath in. Then as you exhale, gently lower your right knee to the floor. Ground your right palm down, maybe even off of your yoga mat. You're just giving yourself a little space here. With your next exhale breath, spin your left arm up towards the sky. You might drop your hips a little bit more forward here if that space is there. And if it's not, who cares? Nobody cares. Option to stay here to bend your right knee. Reach back and hold on to the outside of the right foot with your left hand. And then stick your butt back so your right heel meets your right hip. And then keep that perhaps as you glide the hips more forward. Spiral your right rib cage up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale 1. Awesome, y'all. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Gently release the bind if you took it. Left fingertips come back down to the floor. Tuck your right toes under, pick up your right knee. Inhale, step forward, halfway lift. Exhale and bow over your leg. Press into the floor, inhale, rise, reach the arms up, gaze up. Exhale, hands into prayer. And then release the arms, Tadasana, mountain pose. So step your feet hip width apart and turn the toes directly forward. Lift your kneecaps towards your quads. And then again, draw your inner thighs to the midline. Stretch from your navel all the way up your sternum, so you're creating space through the whole front body, and then broaden your collarbones. Extend your fingertips to the floor. Chin is parallel to the earth, gaze is straight forward. Take a few breaths here, connecting to your legs and your feet. Even out the weight distribution in both feet. And as much as you press the feet down, lift the crown of the head up. This is our pose to embody the mountain. And you can see from these shapes the influence that nature had on the yogis. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Good. Inhales, reach both arms up and overhead. Hook your thumbs, and as you exhale, take a side bend over to the left. Inhale, press from the soles of your feet to reach out of your fingertips, and then exhale, pull your right outer hip and your right armpit a little bit back. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, rise back up to center. Switch the hook of your thumbs, and exhale, take a side bend over to the right. Again, from the soles of your feet, reach out through your fingertips, and then pull your left outer hip and left armpit slightly back. They tend to collapse down. Compress on the right side body as you breathe space into the left side body. Inhale and exhale. Press into the feet. Inhale, rise. Exhale to release your arms. And we'll do some sun salutations. Just take them nice and slow at your own pace. Surya Namaskar A. And see what is uncovered from the apocalypse. Inhale, reach the arms up, gaze up. Exhale, dive forward, Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, step back to plank pose. And your option, you can lower knees, chest, chin again, or fold the elbows straight back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale into cobra pose or upward facing dog. Exhale, press back, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. We'll stay for 3 breaths. Press through the arms and the legs. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. Inhale, step, walk, or lightly hop the feet to meet the hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold over both legs. Press into your feet, inhale, rise, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands into prayer. Inhale, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, step or hop back, plank pose, and then lower. Chaturanga Dandasana or knees, chest, chin. Inhale to cobra pose or upward facing dog with the thighs lifted. Beautiful. Exhale, downward facing dog. Yay, here we all are. 3 breaths, inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, soften knees, gaze forward. Inhale, step, walk, or lightly hop the feet to meet the hands. Halfway lift. Exhale and bow. Press into your feet, inhale, rise, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands into prayer. Last one like this. Inhale, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, step or float back, lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Palms away from you and root your whole leg bones, all of your leg bones down. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, soften knees, gaze forward. Inhale, step or float the feet to meet the hands, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Press into your feet, inhale and rise, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, hands into prayer. And then release the arms, Tadasana, mountain pose. A little side note that I might share in honor of Pride Month is that every time I say lift the gaze or gaze up, I think about queer people. Lift the gaze. So maybe now you can too. It makes practice really fun. We'll do Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, drop seat, lift arms, Utkatasana. Exhale and forward fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, step or float back, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, place your right foot forward by your right thumb. Rise, warrior 1. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, maybe stay here in plank, just building strength, or lower, Chaturanga. If you lowered, inhale to your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward by left thumb. Rise, warrior 1. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back. You can stay here in plank. Just stay here, or you could lower, folding the elbows. If you lowered, inhale to your back bend. Exhale, we meet downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And then open the mouth and sigh out with sound, or flutter the lips, or give yourself some way to process and move energy. This practice of peeling back, of getting to the root, of uncovering and witnessing the emergence. Deep, full breath in. Exhale, soften knees, gaze forward. Inhale, step, hop, or lightly, or walk the feet forward, halfway lift. Exhale and bow. Inhale, drop seat, lift arms, Utkatasana. Exhale, rise, Tadasana, mountain pose. Good, again, inhale, drop seat, lift arms, Utkatasana. Exhale, straighten legs and fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, step or float back, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, set the right foot forward by the right thumb, rise, warrior one. And this time as you exhale, open shoulders and hips, warrior two. Virabhadrasana two. So really sit the right hip down low. And then squeeze your left leg straight, so you're anchoring the left thigh bone back. Your right hip underneath you, and sharpen your left arm back behind you. Good, nice y'all. Diana, lean back a little bit so that your shoulders stack more over your hips. Perfect. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Press down through your right foot and press it away from you to stretch your right leg towards straight. Then as you exhale, reach your right fingertips forward as long as you can. Pause for a moment here, just reaching. Like you want to hand someone the gift of liberation, but they're just a little bit too far away. Take a full breath in, and then exhale, right hand down, left arm up to the sky. You could use a block, you could bring your right hand to your ankle or your shin bone. Keep scooping your right hip beneath you as you seal the inner edge of your right foot to the floor. Then turn your torso from right to left. Maybe gaze up towards your left fingertips. Triangle pose. Utthita Trikonasana. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Good. Press into your feet. Ride an inhale breath all the way up to standing. Exhale, bend your right knee once again, warrior 2. This time, inhale, right forearm to right thigh. Left hand can stay on left hip or reach your left arm up alongside your ear. Utthita Parshva Konasana, extended side angle. Continue to scoop your right hip beneath you. So that's going to be a constant action here in these lateral poses. Press your left foot down and then spiral your right rib cage up towards the sky. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Awesome, y'all. Exhale 3. Bring left hand to left hip, gaze down. Hop your left foot forward, halfway up the mat. Grab your block if you have it. If you don't have it, no big deal. Scoot your right hand out in front of you about 1.5 or 2 feet. And outside of your right pinky, in front of your right pinky toe. Shift weight into your right leg and pick your left leg up. Balancing pose, Ardha Chandrasana. If you got a block, I recommend having it on its highest setting. Just makes it easier. Yeah, awesome. Flex your left toes back towards your left knee. Scoop your right hip beneath you. Roll your left outer hip back, maybe left arm to the sky. Get really large here. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale 1. Feel the wobbles. Feel your right foot do its thinking. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Good. Slight bend in the right knee. Super slow motion. Start to float back to warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2. Gracefully or ungracefully. Doesn't matter. Deep breath in. Exhale. Windmill your arms down to the mat. Spin up your left heel. Low lunge. And then stretch your right leg straight or towards straight. You can keep your left heel lifted here. We'll inhale to elongate as you draw your right outer hip back. And then as you exhale, puff the back of your heart up towards the sky, round. Inhale, stretch your heart forward, pull your right outer hip back. Gaze forward. Exhale and round. Gaze to the front. Inhale. Elongate, look forward. Exhale, round. One more time, inhale, reach the heart forward. Exhale, lift up high onto the ball of the left foot as you puff the back of your heart up. Then inhale, bend the right knee. Exhale, step back to plank pose. Feel free to lower your knees down here, or just hold. Charge your thighs, scoop your low belly up, and draw the bottom tips of your shoulder blades closer to your hips. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Slowly lower your knees, your chest, and your chin to the mat. Hips stay high. Untuck your toes. Inhale, unfurl. Cobra pose. And exhale, tuck toes. Slide your hips back to your heels. And then lift up, downward. Facing dog. Is the music still okay? Volume okay? Everything good? Yeah? Yay. Okay, thank you. Inhale, left foot forward, rise. Warrior 1. Then as you exhale, spin open. Warrior 2. This time, left sits bone, left glute, left hip. Think about drawing it underneath you. And then pin your right thigh bone back. Strong bend in the left knee. Left thigh bone is parallel-ish to the floor. Arms wide. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Press your left foot down and away from you as you stretch your left leg straight. And then exhale, reach your left fingertips forward as far as you can. Pause for a moment, just reaching, as you anchor down through your left foot. And release, left hand down, shin, ankle, mat, or a block. Right arm to the sky. Seal the inner edge of your left foot to the floor. Find a little outer spiral in your left thigh. Draw your left sits bone beneath you. And turn your left rib cage to the right. Draw your navel from left to right. Maybe gaze out, triangle pose. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Press into your feet, ride an inhale breath all the way up to center. Exhale, bend your left knee. Left forearm to left thigh. Right hand to right hip. Or you can reach your right arm up alongside your right ear. Extended side angle stretch. Pitta Parjva Konasana. Keep scooping your left sits bone beneath you and pinning your right thigh bone back. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Really reach vibrantly through those right fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Good. Right hand to right hip, gaze down. Hop your right foot forward, halfway up the mat. Reach your left fingertips out in front of you, in line with your left pinky toe. Maybe grab a block if you have it. If you don't, left fingertips to the floor, or a chair, or a sofa, whatever you have. Shift weight into the left foot. Pick your right foot up. Right leg parallel-ish to the floor. Flex your right toes back towards your right knee. Let your left foot do all of its thinking and wobbling and calibrating. And then draw your left hip beneath you. Roll your right outer hip back. Option to send the right arm to the sky. Half moon pose. Ardha Chandrasana. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Here we go. Slightly bend the left knee and then float the ball of your right foot back. Land. Warrior 2. Full breath in. Exhale, circle the arms down. Spin up your right heel. Low lunge. Inhale, stretch your left leg towards straight. You're just elongating the leg. Don't worry about how straight it gets. Stay up on the ball of the right foot. Inhale, reach your heart forward. You can lift up high onto the ball of that right foot. And as you exhale, round, pull your whole front body to your back body. Inhale, get long. Exhale and round. Inhale, elongate, stretch your heart forward, left outer hip back. Exhale, puff up the back of your heart. Two more, inhale, elongate. Exhale, round. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, round. Inhale, bend the left knee. Exhale, step back, plank pose. Again, feel free to lower your knees down or to stay up on the balls of your feet. Claw your finger pads down, scoop your low belly up, and then glide the tips of your ears a little bit more forward. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1.
So why is it?
Inhale. Exhale, 2.
Why is it?
Inhale, we're going to 5 this time. Exhale, 3.
Why is it?
Inhale.
Without
Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Lower knees, chest and chin to the mat. Untuck your toes. Inhale, unfurl, cobra pose. Stay in cobra. This time, fingertip your hands off of your yoga mat in line with your ribs. Point your elbows to the sky and pull your 4 fingers towards your thumbs. So you're creating this like suction, like one of those shower things. Yes, that's it, Tristina. Yeah, so come up onto the fingertips. Then press the tops of your feet down, drop your chin. Press your pubic bone down. Keep your chin low, and as you inhale, drag the back of your heart up from your shoulder blades. Peel yourself up away from the floor like a piece of cheese. Then as you exhale, gaze forward and melt the bottom ribs back down towards the floor. As you inhale, pull your fingertips back towards your toes so that you can elongate your heart a little bit more forward. Exhale and stay. Inhale, inflate the heart, maybe puff up a little bit higher. And then exhale again, melt the base of your rib cage down. One more full breath in. And then as you exhale, reach your heart forward as you lower back down to the mat. Stack your palms, release your forehead, and rock your butt from side to side. Take a sigh if you need it, whatever, to cleanse yourself out and to get to deeper, deeper, deeper spaces and layers. More uncoverings, more truth, more radical nature. We'll go again. So fingertips outside of your yoga mat in line with your ribs. Tops of the feet root, pubic bone roots down. This will help elongate your low back. Keep your chin low. Inhale, peel yourself up. Drag yourself up by the armpits. Feel your torso lift any amount off of the yoga mat. And as you exhale, drip your heart a little bit more forward. Inhale, pull your fingertips back towards your toes. I know it's a lot of work. And then exhale, descend the base of your ribs down. Get heavy there. Inhale, inflate your heart, puff your heart up towards the sky, maybe rise up a little bit, and then exhale and melt again. Let's do one more like that. Inhale, puff up. Exhale, drip your heart forward. Full breath in. And as you exhale, reach your heart forward so it lowers about 1 millimeter forward of where it came from. Stack your hands, release your forehead down. Shake your hips from side to side. And ground your palms. Tuck your toes, press your seat to your heels, stretch back, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up and back behind you. Point your right pinky to the floor and sink your left heel down. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bend your right knee and stack your right hip over your left. Press back through your right heel. Breathe in.
Hope.
Breathe out.
Hope for you.
Breathe in.
Hope for all.
Breathe out.
Be free one day.
Inhale. Round forward. Draw your right knee in towards your left tricep.
On castle.
Spin your left heel to the floor. Then stretch your right leg out to the to the left, and lower the outer right edge of your foot to the ground.
Yeah, what do you want to choose?
Stay here or reach your left arm to the sky.
So one thing.
Yep, you guys got it. Beautiful.
Are you happy?
Nice, Ben. Stay here or hover your right leg parallel to the floor. You might just try it on for size and see what happens. One more full breath in. Yeah, you got it, Lou. Then exhale, bend your right knee, place your left foot down, press back downward facing dog. Take a clearing sigh or a deep breath or whatever. Then inhale, left leg high. Exhale, sink your right heel to the floor. Inhale, bend your left knee and then peel your hips open like you're peeling back an orange layer, an orange skin. And breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, glide forward, draw your left knee towards your right tricep. Then pivot your right heel to the floor. Extend your left leg to the right off of your mat and ground the outer edge of your left foot. Stay here, broadening your butt back, or reach your right arm to the sky. Ball and triangle, or many options. Pick your left leg up so it's parallel to the earth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, one more breath. Inhale fully. Exhale, bend your left knee, round your right palm, step back, downward facing dog. And at the same time, lower both knees to the mat. Untuck your toes, sit back on your heels, flip your palms up on your thighs, and close your eyes. Just give yourself a moment to kind of chew on everything that's being stirred up in the body and the breath. And again, to recognize that whatever is there, you say, this too belongs. This too belongs. See how quickly you can drop and settle the breath. Doing the process of uncovering, of seeking, of exploring, finding perhaps a new way of being. As you're ready, inhale to open the eyes. If you have a hard time sitting back on your heels, stack your blocks up beneath your seat or your blanket or anything. You guys look like you're okay, but I know you can't just tell me, so that's an option for you. Then take your fingertips down beside your hips. And you, depending on the length of your torso and your arms, you might not really be able to ground your hands super fully. That's okay. So maybe just fingertips touch. Press your knees and your shins down. So like really think about anchoring your leg bones. Then spiral your biceps out. That's going to create the action of the shoulder moving back in space. So biceps roll out. Yes, beautiful. Then plug your fingertips down. Imagine that there's a little string on your sternum and someone's pulling it up to the sky. Feel your heart move both forward and up. Keep spiraling your biceps out. Draw your shoulders back. Inhale, plug your fingertips and your knees down. Puff your heart up to the sky. Exhale, maybe glide your ears and your shoulders back just a hair. Puff, 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 puffing your heart up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, one more breath. Inhale. And then exhale and release. Bring your palms back to your lap and soften your spine. So if we were in person, I would ask for your feedback. So for me, the thoracic spine, the mid-spine, it doesn't get a lot of extension, this backwards movement. But for me, this action of just puffing the heart forward and up really creates a big sensation of opening here. So I hope that you're tapping into that a little bit. So we can do same, or different. So maybe keep fingertips down and just keep puffing hard up. Option 2, interlace fingers behind you. So your thumbs are by your sacrum or your tailbone. Roll your shoulders back. Let's just start with a chest opener. So extend your palms away from your sacrum. Soften your low ribs down. Lift your ribs up, but keep the bottom ribs soft. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Start to reach your knuckles now down to the floor behind you. And anchor your knuckles into the floor behind your toes. If that's not happening, you can release and come back to the fingertips on the sides of your hips. Again, inhale, imagine that string is drawing your heart up towards the sky. And exhale, maybe gaze up and glide your ears back as well. Keep your legs heavy, shin bones root down. 3 more breaths, inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, come back up to center. And exhale to release your hands. Good, spin your feet out to one side. Sit down on your butt and take your legs out wide. It doesn't matter how wide they go. If it helps you to sit on a blanket or a stack of blankets, do that. Then press your fingertips down behind you, pick your butt up, stick it out behind you, and then set it back down. This helps you kind of connect to your sits bones a little bit more, yeah. Then flex your toes back towards your knees. Good, and point your toes up towards the sky. So Ben, it looks like maybe you could roll your inner thighs down a little bit, perfect. Stay upright, or start to walk your fingertips away from you. Just real nice and chill. Maybe let your forearms rest. Just kind of let yourself settle into the shape, but keep your legs really active. And think about lengthening your sternum away from the bowl of your pelvis. Rather than rounding or shortening your front body, the front body remains really, really elongated. Inhale and slowly start to walk yourself back up if you folded forward. Bring your hands to your outer thighs and glide your legs back together. Bend your right knee and cross your right knee over your left. Your right heel will be in towards your left sits bone. Yeah, so if possible, the knees are stacked. If that's not happening, then you can come to the figure 4. So Tristina, either try lowering your thigh down. I know I'm on a dark mat. I'm going to try to shift forward. So either cross like a figure 4 or stack your knee. You might stay here or fold forward. Walk your fingertips away from you and lengthen the spine. That's it. Perfect. Yes. Stay here, or you might ease out of the shape a little bit and then also bend your knee. Let your left heel is by your right outer hip. Cow face pose, Gomukha. You might be like, that's not happening. That's okay. Keep that leg out long. And often just stay upright or to fold forward. We're just getting into the hips a little bit for our last few postures. Really nice, y'all. Breathe into whatever it is that you're feeling. Dig deeply into it. Stay with it. It too belongs. Inhale, lift your heart up if you fold it forward. Exhale, extend your legs out in front of you. Maybe shake them out. And then other side, bend your left knee. Pick your left foot up and draw it to your right outer hip. Left knee stacks-ish over right. Puff your heart up and then maybe start to walk. Crawl your hands forward, keeping the front body long. Draw the bottom tips of your shoulder blades back. Imagine that you could touch your toes with your chin. Stay here or ease out of it. Pull your right heel in towards your left outer hip. Pretty intense shape for the hips, for me at least. And you can decide, maybe if you take that, you're just staying upright and chilling. That's where I am some days. The hips are different every single day. So maybe you're upright today. That's totally cool. If the hips are giving you the space, that's cool too. You might fold forward. Inhale, slowly start to rise up. Untangle the legs, stretch them out in front of you, give yourself a shake. And bend your knees, ground your feet out in front of you. Reach your arms forward and slowly start to curl all the way down to your mat. Draw the knees in towards your chest, give yourself a little hug and rock from side to side. And then release all the way into your final rest, Bhavasana. Take your arms and your legs wide, flip your palms to the sky. Take any support that you'd like to have beneath you. So if you want to prop your knees up on blankets or a block, or a couple blocks, do that. If you want to cover your eyes with something, then do that. And then just let your bones get heavy and feel the support of the earth beneath you as you give yourself over to gravity. Every exhale, maybe descend a little bit more deeply into this space of surrender. I wanted to share with you a quote from a civil rights activist named Bayard Rustin, who said, "We need, in every community, a group of angelic troublemakers." We need in every community a group of angelic troublemakers. you would like to remain in your Shavasana, please stay here as long as you have the capability to do. If you are ready to transition back to the rest of your day, then slowly start to call a deeper breath into the body, as well as any little flickers of movement that help you begin to reawaken. And then as you're ready, bend the knees, roll to your right side. And gently press up to a comfortable seated position. Again, feeling free to elevate the hips in any way that feels good to you. Keep the eyes closed and take a moment to find something in your day that you're grateful for and say your thank yous. Bring your hands into prayer at the center of your heart, and we'll seal our practice with the sound of one final Om. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale. Gently bow your chin towards your chest, humbling the thinking mind, and lift your heart up. Take a moment to honor your effort and to congratulate yourself for making this time in your day for you and your practice. A moment of gratitude for these teachings that have been passed down to us over so many generations to bring us together here today. It is an honor to spend my Thursday evening with you all. Thank you so much for practicing with me from all over the country. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your evening. Thanks, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you.